There's a pair of earrings sitting in almost every woman's jewelry box right now, something she reaches for constantly, that's quietly adding years to her face every single time she puts it on. Not because it's cheap, not because it's out of style, because of one detail almost nobody ever explains. By the end of this video, you're going to walk straight to your jewelry box and check whether you own it too. Here's what's really at stake. The right piece near your face can lift everything, brighten your eyes, bring back a radiant energy you thought you'd have to chase forever. The wrong one does the exact opposite, and most of us are wearing at least one of them right now without realizing it. Mistake number 3 is the one that catches almost everybody off guard, because it doesn't look like a mistake at all. It looks responsible. And keep forever piece number 5, at the very end, is the one women message about more than anything else. We'll get to both. Stay with me, because by the end of this video you'll look at your jewelry box in a completely different way. Welcome to Timeless Tresses, where we celebrate refined style and quiet confidence. If that's your kind of channel, hit subscribe. Let's get into it. Here's the truth we're sitting with today. Getting older doesn't mean we stop enjoying beautiful things. It means we get to be more intentional about them. Our style evolves into something more graceful, more elevated, more us. And few things reveal that evolution faster than the small metal and stone details resting against our skin every day. The right pieces lift your whole face and bring back a radiant energy. The wrong ones do the exact opposite. Mistake 1. The heavy dangling earring. Let's start with the one that surprises people most. I say this with so much love because I understand exactly why these catch your eye. Long chandelier styles, layers of metal, cascading beads that catch the light and make a statement from across the room. On a display case, they're genuinely stunning. Here's the mechanism, and it's worth knowing. As we get older, the skin around our earlobes naturally loses a little elasticity. It happens to all of us, and there's nothing shameful about it. It's simply the body changing the way bodies do. But hang a heavy earring from that softened skin, and the weight creates a downward pull. That pull doesn't stop at the earlobe. Visually, it drags the entire lower half of the face along with it, emphasizing sagging instead of softening it, when what we actually want is lift. The fix is lightweight drop earrings, medium hoops in fine gold or sterling silver, a single pearl teardrop, a delicate gemstone on a thin chain. These move gently, catch the light beautifully, and draw the eye upward toward your cheekbones and eyes instead of down. Do it today. Pick up your heaviest pair right now and actually weigh it in your palm against a lighter pair. If there's a noticeable difference, that's your answer about which one's been quietly working against you. Weight works against us now. Lightness lifts us, and lifting is always the goal. But the next mistake isn't about size at all. It's about a completely different kind of overreach. Mistake 2, the oversized statement earring. Before you assume this doesn't apply to you, hear me out, because plenty of us love a statement piece, and there's nothing wrong with wanting a little drama in a look. I understand the appeal completely. There's a difference between making a statement and making noise, and after 60, we want the former, never the latter. Here's the mechanism. Oversized pieces compete with your face instead of complementing it. They pull attention away from your eyes, your smile, your expression, everything that makes you magnetic, and redirect it straight to the jewelry. Our faces carry more presence and character than they did at 30. The last thing we want is an accessory loud enough to drown that out. The fix is what I call the understated statement. A medium geometric stud with a matte finish, a sculptural hoop with texture but not excessive size, a cluster of tiny gemstones in an interesting shape. If you love drama near your face, get it through color instead of size. A rich amber stone, a deep burgundy, a warm coral hue. Color draws the eye, size overwhelms it. Do it today. Hold your largest pair up to your face in the mirror and cover your eyes with your hand. If the earrings are still the first thing you notice, that's the size to retire. Now, this next one catches almost everybody off guard, because it doesn't look like a mistake at all. It looks responsible. Mistake 3. Worn and tarnished metals. Here it is. The one I promised you at the start. I say this with zero judgment. Every one of us has a pair that's seen better days. Maybe carrying a happy memory we haven't been ready to let go of. That attachment is exactly why this mistake hides in plain sight for so long. Here's the mechanism. Dull, worn, Brassy metal doesn't just look cheap sitting in a drawer. It actively changes how your complexion reads in person and on camera. Light bounces off it harshly and unevenly, and skin looks more tired than it actually is. Since light and warmth are the two things skin needs most after 60, anything stealing them is working directly against you. There's a comfort cost too. Low-quality metals can irritate ears that grow more sensitive with age, leaving redness nobody has time for. The fix is sterling silver, solid gold, gold vermeil, or stainless steel with a good finish. Materials that hold their appearance, feel light and comfortable, and enhance your natural glow instead of competing with it. Rose gold, in particular, is one of the most universally flattering metals for mature skin, thanks to its warm, peachy undertone that plays beautifully against both warm and cool complexions. Do it today. Hold a gold piece in one hand and a silver piece in the other, standing near natural window light. Watch how each interacts with your face. Whichever one makes your skin look warmer and more alive, that's your metal. Build around it, and everything in your jewelry box starts working together instead of against each other. Most women never catch this next one either, because it feels so innocent, even joyful. Mistake 4. Quick one. Bright plastic and trendy colorful earrings. This one's fast. As our coloring naturally softens after 60, hair lightening, skin tone gentling, features refining, a loud, saturated synthetic color, placed right beside all that softness, doesn't flatter, it clashes. The earring wins the visual competition and the face quietly loses. The fix isn't giving up color, it's upgrading its quality. Natural stones and softer palettes instead of plastic neons. Mother of pearl, rose quartz, amber, jade, soft coral, dusty teal. Swap bright turquoise for muted aquamarine, electric pink for warm dusty rose, sunshine yellow for soft champagne gold. The personality stays, the harshness disappears. Mistake 5. The tiny stud that disappears. And now the mistake that hides in plain sight, the one that looks like the safe choice. I understand completely why tiny studs feel like the responsible option. Understated, timeless, appropriate. In some settings, they absolutely still are. Here's the mechanism. As we move through our 60s and beyond, the jaw, cheeks, and the space around our eyes all soften and gently broaden, a natural part of aging. But proportions change with it. What once felt perfectly balanced on a tighter, sharper face can now feel too small, too timid, lost against features that have grown into their fullness. As an everyday earring, that tiny dot can leave the whole face looking unfinished, like something's missing without you being able to name what. The fix isn't an oversized earring. We already covered why that backfires. It's a medium-scale piece with just enough presence to frame the face and draw the eye upward. A classic pearl button in a comfortable size, a soft teardrop in gold, a medium oval hoop, a slightly larger gemstone in a simple setting. Do it today. If your daily earring is a tiny stud, try a medium pearl or hoop for one day this week, and pay attention to whether your whole face reads brighter and more awake by the end of it. I want to say this clearly, because it matters. Choosing a more visible earring was never about trying to look younger. It's about dressing in alignment with the face you actually have right now. So that's the full list of what to release. Heavy dangles, oversized statements, tarnished metals, bright plastics, and disappearing studs. But this is exactly where it gets good, because everything so far has been about what to remove. Now it's about what to build. 5 pieces that don't just avoid the mistakes, they actively work in your favor for the rest of your life. Keep 1. The delicate gold chain necklace. The first piece every refined wardrobe deserves might seem almost too simple to deserve attention. And that simplicity is exactly what's kept it beautiful through every decade. The mechanism, while bold statement necklaces come and go, a fine gold chain adds just enough warmth without ever overpowering the woman wearing it, drawing the eye upward and bringing a soft glow to your face instead of competing with your outfit. It looks just as natural with a crisp white shirt as it does with soft cashmere or a classic V-neck dress. The fix is a delicate profile over a heavy design. An 18-inch length is often most flattering, resting gracefully near the collarbone. If you love layering, keep it refined. 2 slender chains of slightly different lengths create depth without looking busy. Avoid thick chains or oversized pendants that distract from the sophistication this piece is known for. Do it today. Wear your finest chain alone tomorrow, with nothing layered underneath it, and notice how much attention it draws to your face rather than away from it. People rarely remember the necklace itself. They remember how polished and confident you looked while wearing it. Keep 2, the tennis bracelet. Don't overlook this one. It's easy to underestimate until you actually see it catch the light. The mechanism: each stone aligns to create a continuous line of light that feels graceful rather than extravagant. It never dominates an outfit, working as well with a linen shirt as it does with an elegant evening dress. The fix, if natural diamonds aren't in budget, is high-quality moissanite for the same brilliance without the same investment. What matters is clean craftsmanship and proportions that feel refined rather than oversized, and avoiding stacking it with too many other bracelets or dangling charms, since that's exactly what makes its quiet beauty disappear. It pairs beautifully with a classic watch instead. Do it today. Wear it alone, paired only with a classic watch and nothing else on that wrist. Keep 3, gold hoop earrings, in the right proportion. There's a reason gold hoops have remained a favorite for generations, and it isn't luck. The mechanism: after 60, the secret is proportion over size. Small to medium hoops, usually 20 to 30 millimeters, frame the face without overwhelming it, adding gentle movement that catches the light as you smile or turn your head. The exact opposite of the oversized mistake from earlier in this video. The fix is staying in that 20 to 30 millimeter range regardless of how tempting a bigger pair looks on the display. They pair with a denim shirt for the weekend or a blazer for lunch just as easily, and complement nearly every hairstyle, adding softness around a pixie cut, peeking through naturally with longer hair. Do it today. Measure whatever hoops you wear most. If they're well outside that range, that's the pair worth replacing first. Keep 4, the signature ring. This piece isn't just jewelry, it's a story you wear. The mechanism: unlike most jewelry, a signature ring becomes something a woman lives with, quietly witnessing birthdays, milestones, career achievements, and the harder seasons too. Its value was never about stone size or price. It comes from the memories it carries, and from becoming the thing your hand reaches for, without a second thought. The fix is simplicity when choosing one meant to last. Clean gold bands, timeless solitaire settings, classic cuts, pieces that pair effortlessly with casual outfits, business attire, and formal evening wear alike. Avoid stacking too many statement rings across both hands. A single, beautifully chosen ring usually says more than several worn at once. Do it today. Notice which ring, if any, you already reach for instinctively every morning. That instinct is the whole answer, and it usually tells you more than any amount of browsing ever could. And now the piece almost every woman eventually discovers, the one that outlasts every trend that ever tried to replace it. Keep 5, pearl stud earrings. Here it is, the piece I promised you at the very start. Long before diamonds became symbols of luxury, before fashion houses launched new collections every season, there were pearls, adorning queens, artists, and women whose style was never measured by what happened to be fashionable that year. Trends have come and gone. Pearl studs have remained quietly, confidently timeless. The mechanism, and it's a little different from everything else on this list. Unlike a gemstone cut and polished from the earth, a pearl forms slowly, layer by layer, through patience and time, which may be exactly why so many women feel a particular connection to them later in life. Like the women who wear them, pearls become more beautiful because of the years that shaped them. The fix is classic cultured pearls between 6 and 8 millimeters, refined enough for everyday wear, while still carrying that soft, distinctive glow. White pearls read crisp and versatile. Cream or ivory bring a warmer, more romantic feel. Set in yellow or white gold, they'll complement almost any wardrobe for decades. The one mistake to avoid: assuming bigger means more elegant. Oversized pearls or excessive surrounding crystals lose the sophistication that makes this piece endure. Do it today. If you only replace one item in your jewelry box after this video, let it be this one. Their beauty comes from restraint. Remember that phrase, because it's really the whole video in 5 words. How the 5 keepers work together. Now that you've seen all 5 replacement pieces individually, here's what almost nobody explains. You're never meant to wear all 5 at full intensity at once. The gold chain sits quietly at the collarbone while the hoops do their work at the face. These two coexist easily since neither competes for the same visual space. The tennis bracelet, on the other hand, wants to be the only thing happening on your wrist, and the signature ring wants to be the only statement on your hand. Pearls, true to their nature, tend to work best worn essentially alone, perhaps with just the chain, letting their quiet glow do all the talking rather than sharing the stage. This is really the same principle we uncovered in the mistakes half of this video, just applied in reverse. Every mistake we covered was really a version of the same error, too much competing for attention in one place. Every keeper works precisely because it was chosen with restraint already built in. The one mistake that undoes even the right pieces. Before we get to the real secret behind this whole list, there's one trap worth naming, because it can undo even a perfectly chosen keeper piece. That trap is combining several keepers at full volume simultaneously: the gold chain, the tennis bracelet, the hoops, the ring, and pearls, all worn together on the same day. Individually, every single one of these pieces was designed with restraint in mind. Worn all at once, they recreate exactly the visual noise we spent the first half of this video learning to avoid. The lesson from the mistakes section doesn't disappear once you've upgraded your pieces. It simply moves from being about quality to being about quantity. Choose one, maybe two, and let the rest wait for another day, the real secret. So let's bring it all together. 5 pieces quietly working against your look after 60. The heavy dangles, the oversized statements, the tarnished metals, the bright plastics, the disappearing studs. And 5 pieces that will never once let you down. A delicate gold chain, a tennis bracelet, gold hoops in the right proportion, a signature ring that tells your story, and pearls that need no introduction at all. The real point was never to follow trends blindly or dress for someone else's approval. It's to show up looking and feeling fully, unapologetically yourself. Clothes style at 60, 65, 70, and beyond was never about compromise. It's about clarity, knowing what works, what flatters, what makes your eyes sparkle and your whole presence light up a room the moment you walk in. The truth is, every woman eventually discovers that fashion changes far more quickly than confidence does. Trends arrive with excitement and disappear just as fast. But the pieces that stay with us through life's celebrations, challenges, and quiet ordinary afternoons become something far more valuable than accessories. They become part of our memories. As you look through your own jewelry box tonight, you might notice your favorite piece was never the newest or the most expensive. It's the one you've reached for hundreds of times without thinking twice. If this helped you rethink what's sitting in your jewelry box, hit like and subscribe. I've got a lot more of this coming every week. And tell me in the comments, which of these 5 mistakes is currently in your jewelry box, and which of the 5 keep forever pieces do you already own? I read every single one, and this community is honestly one of the warmest, most stylish groups of women I've had the pleasure of getting to know.